Right. Right now, baby, right now, get the night on me. You don't need no kiss for free. Little lies got me fine. Get to the flow. Loosen up this brush a wee bit. G'day guys, how we doing? Welcome in. Hey Ivan, Roman, JC, welcome everyone. We're doing another set on this fantastic painting here. Adding some more depth to the lower areas of it. And then I'll disappear to have myself some dinner, and I'll come on back for the final stint tonight. Thanks, Nicole. Appreciate you. JEC, welcome. Yeah, I thought the watermelon one was fun, right? It's fun? I think it's fun. Hello from Serbia. Welcome, Alex. Good to chat with you the other day, by the way, too, Alex. Thanks for sending the message through. Really appreciated it. Love your work as well. Right. Greens mixed in with just a little bit of gloss gel. That's what we're up to here. See where that takes us. Now I've actually got my... one second guys. I'm going to grab some white out. Here we go. Just a little bit of white. Not too much, teeny tiny bit. And then I'm just going to move this to there. There we go. Ooh, jeepers. You got to watch out for your canvases around here. You'll trip up. Alright, we're still standing. Whew. She was close. Victoria, welcome. Yeah, I'm loving the water right now. Yeah, Justin, it's a risky place here, Justin. How you doing? Long time no see, Justin. Unless you've been lurking in the shadows, not saying hello. Nothing wrong with that if that's what you've been doing. I wish I could have gotten it on. Yeah, it's on video, Justin. It'll definitely be. I won't cut it out of the YouTube replay. It'll be in there, so it's forever solidified in the history books. Send trips over canvas. There we go. A little bit more white, bunch of black. Perfect. It's going to give me this murky grey colour. That's what I want. And I combine that with a JC. You're an absolute champion. I love the watermelon team. That's actually one of my favourites. That's incredibly cute. JC. Love you to bits, and I appreciate to no end your support of this stream. You're an absolute champion. Look at that, still there. Thanks, JC. You're an absolute hero. I love you to bits. Eri, hello. And Larissa, welcome into the stream, along with Ash. And Ali. So it's 3:44? Yes, it is. And everyone else can do the next 10. Thanks, JC. Well, I'll be here for a while, and I'll also be here later on tonight. So we've got a fair bit of time up our sleeves to wax some coats on this character. And we're gonna try and see if we can't get it done in the next 12 hours. Here's to hoping, team. I think we can do it. I think it's possible. I think we can go for it. Vibes, my bro. Look after yourself, Hitty. Hitty, I actually had someone asking me this morning what your stream name was. Who was that guy who posted the feeds of you on TikTok? And I said, it was Hitty. Send them your way. Pretty awesome. You got this. Thanks, Justin. Appreciate you. A little bit more white in there, a little bit more gloss gel. Mike, excited to see the screen's application. Yeah, so the key thing about green, guys, is we're going to apply a little bit of raw green. We're going to mix a lot of it. JMS, I'm fantastic. And man, JMS, I've got some news for you. Your painting is framed and in my possession. It's come back from the framer. Now, the only catch is the man who builds the box is going to have it sorted by Tuesday. So on Tuesday, in the box, and it's shipping to you. So, and also, if you've thought about it or not, it's already got a hanging mechanism on the back. So you won't need to worry about, yeah. All you need to worry about is how you can actually get a hook or a nail into your wall. You can do 2 or you can do 1, either of it's fine. It's slightly lighter work, so it will hang off 1 nail, no trouble. But whatever works best for you, you go for it. Frame looks incredible. It's going to really work with your style of the trim that you had in your picture that you sent me. I'm really looking forward to it. Really looking forward to it. So I had a brief look. Looks incredible. And it's now in bubble wrap, it's safe, it goes in the protected box, and it's on its way to you. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I'm a little bit gutted though, JMS, if I'm being honest. With the most recent artwork that we finished, the Rossi painting, that was unframed, so it went off quite quickly, but the one thing about the Rossi painting is I got to keep it for like 5 days after completion. But with your one, now it's complete, it's ready to ship. I can't just leave it in the studio for a bunch of days. So, anyway, grow up, Sid. I do like sitting with the paintings, like for a period of time after they've been completed, just to take it in, to enjoy what you've made. I think it's really important, I think it's special. I'm just going to swap out this here, guys. Give me 1 second. Coming back, I swear. Almost there. Right, here we go. Fantastic. Fantastic. Oh, water there. Shoelace, that's what I need to do. Just swapping our footwear over, guys. The jandals, I'm wandering around with, are just a little bit loose. Thanks, Victoria. We had a big light count yesterday, actually, last night. Jeepers, about 4 AM, what was it? It was like 70 or 80, I forget. I'll send a photo once it's hanging. Yes, please do it, JMS. I would love that. I would love that to bits. Don't just send one either. Send me a bunch. I want a whole army of photos. Good morning, team. How are we all doing? Welcome back to the stream. Currently working with greens, just greens. And what I'm doing is oh, sorry, Pink Prosecutor. Keeps doing that to you. Don't know why. Does it to Victoria and Cheryl as well. But anyway, you're here now. That's the important thing. And we're still working on this painting. Trying to get some abstract energy into it. Just like this. Making sure not all the brush strokes are just regular brush strokes. We want to have some fun with the shapes that we produce. So using the brush in all sorts of different ways. Hey, Sao Paulo City. I can't pronounce that, but you know what? I think I had a fair go. Especially being on that late. Yeah, it was fun. It was really fun. Where's me? We had a really wholesome crowd. We had some amazing painting happening. We put down a lot of the strokes we were doing were landing in just the right places, so I was having a really good time. I didn't want to go to bed. I knew I should have gone around 2ish. We stayed well past 3. It was just too fun. Cheryl, yes, depending on how we go with these bits of paint, but it's likely that we'll be here until late tonight. But I will disappear for a bit. I'm going to dash off. I'm going to go back home. I'll take some time to... Jay said, you're an absolute champion. I love you to bits. Thanks for your support. I love galaxies. They're my favourite one. Galaxies and planets, guys. They're my favourite. I think Jay Set knows that. Great to see you too, cheeky monkey. Hope you're looking after yourself. Hope you're looking after yourself. There we go. So what's going to happen is I'm going to be here with you guys, hanging out for a couple of hours, and I'm going to dash back to the house. I'm going to have some dinner. After dinner, I'll be recharged. We're coming in here. We're doing a late night set, and we're going to keep going until this painting is done. You can't force it, obviously. We might not get it, but that's the intentions, guys. That's what we're up to. That's all good, Cheryl. You're all good. Don't you worry about a thing. But I appreciate you hanging around last night. That was phenomenal. Really, really appreciate that. A lot of people had an amazing time last night. A lot of people. Man, I went off on some rants as well. Jeepers creepers. Really chewed everyone's ears off. But passionately. Passionately. Also, guys, if you're new here, or there's 200 of us, we're probably all regulars, I think. If you're not a regular, you're welcome to leap into the bio. There's Instagram and all sorts there. You're welcome to leap in there. Otherwise, just hang out here. It's like good New Zealand saying, just crash here, G. You're welcome to hang out here. So I am a painter in New Zealand. My name's Sebastian Gower. Good night. Thanks for coming on, LLW. I do these style paintings. These are Impressionist paintings. Sometimes they can get confused with Expressionist paintings. Doesn't matter, both fine. And I prefer to call them Primalist. So because we're resorting to what would now be very rudimentary tools. Paint, rudimentary. Plate, canvas, paintbrush. This is all very, very old school stuff, guys. And so because of that, we're trying to make a primal rendition of the subject matter that we're creating, with rough colours splashed around, enjoying themselves, loose, vibrant, all the things. Do I get painting on the walls and floor? Not usually. I keep the paint quite controlled. In fact, this is a new white shirt. What do you think? Brand new off the shelf. Got it from an op shop today. Well, brand new second-hand off the shelf. I got a little bit of coffee stain up on that shoulder there, just up there at the top. So we're never getting that. How many art pieces have I painted? Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. A lot, guys. A lot. Time flies by. You stack up artwork, you fill your house with passion pieces, some move on, end up in new homes, you miss them, you lose track, you see them one day, it moves you. Honestly, I'm not quite sure how many pieces in total. It'd be, I mean, yeah, I'll put a number on it, wildly incorrect. Thanks, Nurse DJ. You're an absolute champion. And Nurse DJ, I gave you a post on your video there, but just wanted to say thank you so much. I really appreciate hearing how much you're getting out of the stream and how much you're enjoying it. It means a lot to me. So thank you very much for taking the time to say thanks or to recommend to others that this is a wholesome place to be. That means a lot to me. And it goes without saying, but I'm going to say it every time. JEC, you're an absolute champion. Love you to bits. It's a big painting. It is. It's a gigantic painting. It's actually much larger than the usual ones we're doing. This is gigantic. And the reason we're working with a painting this size is because my canvas maker had this canvas. I fell in love with it. He sold it to me, obviously, that's why I'm painting it, and I had this passion project, this commission, this piece of work, this project land on my lap, and now we're in the middle of the process. It's a very, very special piece. It's it's beyond special, guys. This is something that I want to really put myself behind and really nail this one here. We're not going for realism here, remember? We're going for passion, fun, a little bit of abstraction, but a whole lot of life and a whole lot of vibrancy. That's the goal, guys. We can capture a little bit of life in this painting. Not in the way that you have this euphoric experience when you see it, but JEC, you want to be an honorary moderator? Well, I'll tell you what, JEC, I think we'll be lucky to have you. I'll talk to the team. Looks like one of those romantic Nashville love mistake songs. This one here. I don't see it, but I like your energy. That's fine. And also, I love Nashville, FYI, guys. One of my favorite places. I'm not a town guy. I don't like clubs. This isn't my vibe. In fact, the most I could relate to a club is when that song came out by Macklemore, "I Don't Belong in This Club." And I'm like, there's a guy who gets it. But when it comes to Nashville, that's a place I can get on board with. Nashville, Tennessee. Moderator. In Nashville, Tennessee, that place, now that we're talking, that's the best, yeah. There's like bars with a whole bunch of arcade games in them, everyone's drinking like beer, there with live country music playing, and everyone's having a good time. The bouncers are happy, the singers are happy, the bartenders are happy, the waitresses and waiters are all happy, and no, it's not, but you got me. Everyone's just having a great time, and then in between these fantastic little bars doing their thing, Mike, love you to bits, thank you very much for the kiwi, and who was coming in there with those roses? Roman, you absolute champion, thank you so much. Turns out Mike and Roman are from Tennessee, eh? Going, yeah, keep talking about Tennessee. And then there's these amazing little Western stores where you can buy cowboy boots, pants, hats. I'm a sucker for cowboy gear, guys. I think it's cool. You don't have to agree. We're allowed to be different. Part of the fun. Texas. Roman, Texas is fantastic. I love Texas to bits. Texas is like, what's Texas like? Texas is like West, but everything's bigger, you know? If they do a bull farm, there's a lot of bulls. If they do a rodeo arena, or if they do a building, or if they, whatever that Texas does, Texas doesn't do things in halves. That's what I like about Texas. And then I think the likes of Wyoming and Utah, places, now we're in deep sort of cowboy country. Could be wrong, just the vibe I got, guys. Captain Comedy, I do well in Texas. Yeah, I'd like to go to Texas. What a place. All my exes live in Texas. That song gets funnier and funnier as the years go by. Wait till you see Bocky's, Seb. The world's biggest gas station. Can't wait. I can't wait. It'll make my day. All my exes live in Texas. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, gloss gel going through, and then a little bit of clear painting medium. The clear painting medium is going to thin the paint out, so we're not going to lose our overall clarity. We're just going to add more colours and layers to it. It adds transparency to the paint. That's what we're after here. That's what we're after. Oil, not oil. This is acrylic paint. Acrylic. Does he do paid paintings? Angel. Love the name. Hard to read, but I like the name. I do paid paintings. This is technically a paid painting, even though it's project and charity based. And all the works you've seen over the past few months have all been commissions. If you would like a commission, there's a link in the bio. You can fill it out, or you can email me directly, or Instagram me, or however you like to get in touch. It's fine. They ship worldwide. Anywhere's fine. So that's basically it. Thanks, Jessica. Appreciate you. It's funny you say that. We were actually doing a face for a man in Pennsylvania last month, if you remember. The big sort of yellowy red face. It was fantastic, amazing. Turned out it was like a little pout. Turned out incredible. Lauren, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Who else do we have here? Is the painting for a woman in the picture, or is she just the muse? It's not for the woman in the picture. Kind of is for the woman in the picture. She's more than a muse. She's a life behind this painting, guys. So the woman in the picture is going to be the reason we're making the painting. And in a way, she is a muse. I think if I ever met her, I wouldn't describe her as a muse. I would like to know how I would have described it. But anyway, we're here. Creating this. How many paintings have you done of your GF? Right, very few. She's quite nervous when it comes to the idea of being painted. Oh no, she isn't. I've done some sketches of her. Sketches. But very few paintings. Very few. All my exes live in Texas. Now that that's stuck in my head. If you add watercolor to a painting, can you seal it afterwards to preserve the watercolor? Of course you can. Although I know you can do it, I'm not the right person to ask about it. There's a whole technique to it, and the technique to it is a little bit beyond me. So, let me have a look-see here. Put this back here like this. Sorry guys, just got a time lapse going there, filming there. I'm not the right person to ask about preserving watercolors. I know a few little things, I know there's compounds for it. I don't know too much about it. I don't want to ruin your amazing watercolor picture. Find an expert, they'll sort you out. There should be some YouTube videos on it. I can hook you up with acrylic information and oil information until the cows come home. But I can't do watercolor for you. Jason, welcome, good to have you here. When did you start this painting? We're on about hour 5 at the moment, aren't we? Does anyone know which hour we're on with this painting? I think we're on hour 5. No, probably hour 7 now, guys. We spent 4 hours last night on it. Yes, we must be on hour 7. So we're building up the layers, one layer at a time. Dun, 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 dun. Building up the layers. Here we go. Here we go. Add some through here. Just capture that little bit of green. Fantastic. Very light on the green here, guys. It's been very diluted. It's very transparent. That's what we're going for here. This one comes down here like this. Here we go. All my exes live in Texas. All my doom doom da da doom. You like said, you don't know the words. I'm like, I don't. I only know that one little line, and I just slam it over and over and over again. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate it. You're all fantastic. I missed a few comments there. Probably because I'm a little bit blind. I'll just make brightness. I've got no excuse, guys. Do you use regular oil paint or water mid something or other oil paint? Look, I'm actually off the oil paint. I'm off the oil paint, man. I've moved on. I've moved away from oil paint. I now do acrylics almost solely because a couple of reasons. It dries faster, so I can employ different layering techniques. I can add more compounds into the acrylics to do different kinds of effects that I'm into. You're hurting my George Strait lovin' said, oh, I'm sorry, I should sing it better. I know. At least I tried, right? That's the important thing. All my exes live in Texas. Except for 1 or 2 from Tennessee. Here we go. We're pulling this together. That face is going to have a few more lines cut into it, lessen the intensity of some of those things we've got in there at the moment. Fun. And then we're going to add just more of this green. Slashes around, like I say. It's not entirely visible. It's quite transparent. Do you like the same brush or do you switch often? Kimberly, I'm on the same brush, Buzz. I will swap around to a much smaller one for some finer detail here and there. But typically for a painting this size, I can maintain with the same brush from start to finish, which I like. Was 10K likes the goal, Ruben? Well, I mean, 10K likes is fantastic, and we're very, very happy I'm stoked. You guys are incredible. Every single like is fantastic. Wholesome, it's the best. Yeah, so lucky us. We got, I think the highest we've been to, I don't think we've ever broken 100,000. I think we got up to, where did we get to? Last night we got to about, what was it? Someone's going to need to tell me, it's like 86? Or was it like 66? I forget. I was too busy ranting about Kung Fu Panda and how to mix colours that I just lost track. Perfect. All my exes live in Texas. Is that George Strait, is it? I guess it is. If anyone knows what they're talking about, it's Victoria. So it must be. Paint me like on the Titanic. Of course, Donna. If you already painted like on the Titanic, then what you have to do is reach out via the link in the bio. You've got Instagram, you've got emails, you've got commission pages, whatever suits you the best. Yeah. But I don't, TikTok's guidelines mean that everyone needs to be clothed in these paintings on the stream. So, you saw 50k on one live tee. That's awesome. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. I think I remember that stream actually. It was like outside. But I forget. Ooh. Hello. There we go. A little bit of blue through this now. There we go. Just like this, get this color intensity in here. This is less mixed in. It's more raw, more vivid. It's going to pop. So we're going to mix between doing these transparent layers and adding some real poppy, belligerent color. I like the term belligerent color, guys, because it is trying to do its own thing. It's trying to neglect what the painting's trying to do and just seek its own little fortune in the work, which I think is really fun. Is this an oil painting? It's not an oil painting. This is an acrylic painting. But the compounds that I'm using inside the acrylics is going to make it seem like it's going to behave a whole lot more like oils. It's going to have a glossy look to it. It's going to have all this fun stuff. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Alright, we're doing well. Now, bear with me for 1 second, guys. I've got to grab myself a cup of Koufei. Eva Dedison, it's been a while since I've seen you. Welcome into the stream. Yeah, let me grab a cup of coffee. I'll come on back. We're going to add some of the turquoises through the guts here. I'm going to keep chucking some more fun colours through here. There's some orange musty colours that we haven't added in here yet. We'll find those, we'll have some fun. Thanks a lot. Give me 1 moment and I will be back to look after you guys. After I start the jug. Coming back, guys. Sorry for running away. One couffet has now been made. Lucky me. And I'm just going to set this up here. There we go. Perfectos. Just like that. Cool, cool, cool. Right. A little coffee, just for me. Give me a zing. Thanks, Pig Prosecutor. Appreciate you. This is good. Oh my god, he's still alive. Yeah, imagine. I've just wandered off to go to sleep. Gone for a whole bunch of straight hours. Not quite. There we go. Add this into the background here. There we go. Sneak her inside of the canvas a little bit. And all the way down here deep. Another thing we're going to do once this dries too, guys, is we're going to add a bunch of blush medium directly over the top. That will be done probably tomorrow as the last finishing thing. Coat over the top, it slashes around with the colours, plays with it, it'll dry within 6 hours and then we'll be done. Did you just have a birthday? Why, do I look older? Let's go to 100k. I like your style, Larissa. You're an absolute champion. You're all absolute champions. You all know that. Now, what was I going to say? I did have a birthday. January 12th, I turned 30. So on January 12th, I turned 30. I couldn't be happier. I can't complain, guys. 30's pretty good. 30's pretty good. If I complain about where I am right now, I'll never be happy. I think I'm doing pretty well. There we go. There we go. Sneak that through there. Oh, I had a dream that I was Van Gogh, living like a vandal in my foolish castle. There we go, and then just a little bit through here. Fantastic. That's coming together nicely just through there, like that. There's a little scallop down there like that. And then there's a splashing across here like that. Hello. Perfect. Perfect. Raj, welcome. Bob Ross 2022. Yeah, I guess so. But that was last year. Oh my god, am I not current anymore? Maybe not. I don't think I ever was. There we go. Seb, please heart every day. No, thanks, Green. Appreciate that. I really appreciate that. I try and share my heart with you guys every single day. Open slate, open book. I think that's wholesome. I think me sharing honesty on the stream and painting with you guys, hopefully, I'd like to believe allows you guys to attack your day with a little bit more authenticity because of the fun and primalism and just return to just being human that we do here on this stream. I think it's really wholesome. I don't think anyone's trying to be something they're not. I don't think anyone's trying to be, yeah. I think we're all human. We've all got challenges. We're all doing our things. Most importantly, I think we're all doing our best. I think that's important. I think that's important. What's that name? I haven't seen that one before. Terry, I have seen that one before, I think. How you doing? Ryan, thank you so much. You're all the best. What was I going to say? One thing you'll learn if you're new on the stream, guys, is Seb loses his trail of thought all the time. Like, not just a little bit, all the time. So, this is what we do here. And then I'll get it back. I'll give you a lecture on Master Oogway. Then I'll keep painting. It's a wild ride. It's a wild ride. I do indeed. Thank you very much, T. In fact, T is the only person, I mean possibly the only person, on this stream who's met Shelby, which is pretty cool. I think that's a cool claim to fame, T. I like that as a claim to fame. Right, so down here, wild paint, lots of energy, blah, blah, blah. What we're building up here is the insinuation through small brush strokes and vibrant colour, the insinuation of movement, of turbulent water, of the board causing disturbance on what we now know as the sea. So that's pretty fun. Here we go. Still a lot of transparent gel in the paint. Pink Prosecutor, I don't know what's funny, but it'd be great to be here. You might be done with that painting today. Green, maybe. Maybe. But maybe not. Nah, it's got to be done today, guys. And with this sort of style, the wild thing is, there's no telling when it's going to be done. But it has to be done today. So I've just got to keep chiseling away. Chiseling away, baby, baby. Chiseling away now, sweetie pie. Just once we get to slip, there ain't no need to slide. Bang with the song. If you don't know what song I'm singing, here's what's slipping away. Slipping away, baby, baby. Slipping away now, sweetie pie. He's talking about love slipping away. Happens. It does happen. Thank you, Terrico. Appreciate you. Beautiful woman with a beautiful soul. Here we go. Paint hot water on the back to tighten up that canvas. Tighten the canvas, you reckon? That's pretty good. It's alright. I might tighten it up just before it's finished, but it's good. Slipping away, baby, baby. Slipping away now, sweet pie. Just once it gets to slipping, there ain't no need to slide. Alright, a little bit more green, mixed in with some gloss gel. Here we go. Thanks, Jason, you absolute champion. Favourite painter? Haha, you must be new here. My favourite painter is Van Gogh, by a long shot. I think Van Gogh is fantastic. I love his work. We're not trying to get sermons out of it, but what we are doing there is, it's fantastic how so many millions and millions of people around the world can look at his work and say, oh, that's nice. And that alone, think of all the passive pleasure Van Gogh's brought into the planet because of that tiny little, that's nice sensation that he's given to so many different people. And that's where painting goes, guys. Painting won't fix the hair. You've added some more layers. Yes, indeed. It's slowly coming together. It's still more chippy than I want it, but look, we're going to add in a bit more white and a bit more black. It's going to pull it into place a bit more. Forgot what I was saying. But yes, Pink Prosecutor. If only I could remember. If only I could remember. But it's gone. There we go. A little bit around there. Coming on around here now. There we go. Beautiful. Sneaking the whole way around the canvas. Doing a stroke there. Not perfect, but it will keep. There we go, a little bit there. Same story, a little bit there. And keep these wild abstract strokes coming into it, guys. I'm not going to let off with those. I'm going to keep adding them in those wholesome ways. There we go. There we go. I get so much more covered in paint when I paint. Well, Michelle, that's all good. You're allowed to have your own way of doing things, and I've got mine. They're both right in their own ways. We don't need to be the same. If we were, that'd be boring. So, this is a good way to be. We won't go up too high there, guys. There's a temptation to, but we're not going to. We need to make sure we're nailing the areas that we can reach in all the ways we know we should before we creep up into the top again. God, I want to go back to the top, guys, but no, we're relegated down here until I've put in enough detail to say that I'm happy with it. So we're going to go through that stuff. This woman tells him 20 times a day. What? To do the laundry? She doesn't do that. She would never. She might. Maybe one day. You're just a mess. Well, you're also a fantastic individual with skills, talents, and love to give the world. So what more could you want? And even if you don't have skills and talent, you do have love to give the world. And there is no better thing that you could possibly have possession of than your ability to give other humans love. You didn't ask for that, guys, but there's some daily motivation. I believe that. Just curious, are you able to sketch like Devon Rodriguez? I sketch a little bit, guys, but when it comes to black and white, it doesn't resonate with me in the same way that colour does. I love colour, I love layering, I love how colours can bounce off each other and create feelings and expression in and of themselves. I love that about it. So I really arch away from sketching and charcoal. Thanks, Jade, champion, because of that reason. Thanks, JW, appreciate you. Nothing wrong with it, it's just not for me, because I live and breathe colour. Little pep talks. Look, I'm serious, guys. It's in a million country songs, but in all honesty, when it comes to life, the best love, and again, ignore me if you don't like it, I'm a random painter, I'm just here in New Zealand. Yeah, grain of salt with everything I say, but the best love is the love that you can give. And so a lot of people are out there in this world running around trying to figure out how to make someone fall head over heels in love with them, and it's, in my mind, it's incorrect. It's the wrong goal. We shouldn't be running around trying to make someone fall in love with us. We should be running around trying to find someone that we can fall in love with. Because there's no better feeling than actually giving love. That's where you want to be. And it doesn't need to be romantically. That's one kind of love. There's platonic love, love with your friends, love for your craft, love for your community. But the ability to give that, that's something that will really provide long-term fulfillment and real fulfillment. And a lot of people might be like, oh, well, that's easy to say, you know, but if you know, everyone says it's that. Well, it is. It is. Some people may not get fulfillment from looking after a community, others will. Some people can only get it from a family. Some can only get it from a friend. Some can only get it from an overseas massive pilgrimage. And some can only find it in another person. And none of it's wrong. Cheers, Kayla. Appreciate you. Kayla, I'm just wondering, we were in discussions, weren't we, about a painting. Did I lose your email? Or am I waiting on a reply? Which one of us has got the ball at the moment? Because if it's me, I'm incredibly sorry. And I will sort that out straight after this live, and that is unacceptable. If it's you, totally all good. Whenever you're ready, get in touch. But let me know. Unless you're a completely different Kayla, in which case I'm sorry. How's your day going? Hope you're well. I just replied before. Oh, before. So oh, fantastic. Yeah, cool. That's all good. Fantastic. That's exciting. Can't wait to have a read. Go. Now, like I say, building up layers down here, guys. This, you may think is negative space. Negative space doesn't mean no attention. Negative space means you really have to get in there and really look for the shapes much more carefully. Noticing those tones, noticing those shapes and those colours What can you spot and what can you build? Just because it's a subtle tonal change doesn't mean you can ignore it. It's the areas like this that will grab your attention and pull you back to the main artwork. If these aren't interesting, why should you care about that? So please, especially with my style, I'm going to spread it over the canvas. Cheryl, I've got to go do some adulting. All the best, Cheryl. Thank you so much for jumping in. We all love you to bits. And have an amazing day. And it's all good. Trust me, it'll be a late night. So if you skip, I totally get it. Don't you worry one little bit. You go do your thing. Kyle. Play nice, Kyle. Why are you being so mean? But we do get students in here, guys, high school kids and early university kids. And so, I say kids, early university men and women, or early university people and high school people join this stream and want to become, thanks Nurse DJ, and want to learn or be a part of the environment because maybe they love it in and of itself, or maybe they don't have communities at their art schools or where they're studying to actually become a part of, and so this might be part of their way of connecting with artistic communities or people or just environments that seem fun. So all I'm saying is because of that, to try and help those people and people who want to be part of something quite wholesome, we try and keep it PG. But I understand we get deviated every now and again, but please understand that the goal of being here is first and foremost to share a craft with you guys and help people who want to be a part of this. So that's what we want to do here. And I think we do an incredible job of it, guys. I've had some really, really cool high school people reach out to me, some really cool university people reach out to me, and with some amazing stories and some amazing artwork and journeys that they're on. Not just visual art, but whatever they're doing. And I find it pretty cool that the ramblings, the absolute incoherent ramblings of a guy with a funny accent from New Zealand is able to do something for someone on the other side of the world. That's really special. So, incoherent ramble away, if you ask me. I'm already tired and working on my digital piece. If anyone doesn't know yet, Pink Prospector is also an artiste, illustrator. And yeah, that's very fun. As fun as grabbing out this vivid orange and adding it to our green palette to make this murky, disgusting colour. Modern Impressionism, maybe. I'm missing a little bit of that, but let me give you a few hints in terms of what this is. So, my major was art history, followed by philosophy right behind it. That was my two things, aside from visual art. And when it comes to art history, it was really fun actually. But if you would look at this, one of the ways that I like to talk about art is not in terms of what movement or what it is in terms of, it can overcomplicate things. My little rule, and you're going to love it because anyone can apply it, and it's easy to verify, is what would I have to Google to find similar pictures of the art that I'm looking at? And in the way that we use art definitions to explain things and to all get on the same coherent page, I reckon if you, that's the best way to understand it. So for this one here, to get on the same page, if you want to see more art like this, you would search Impressionism. But you might not get all the art you want to see. But if you searched Expressionism, it would get a little bit more wild than this is, because we're keeping things in relative proportion, but Expressionism is more like that screen picture of the person on the bridge like this. That's when you just sort of forget what is reality and you accentuate whatever you want to accentuate to make your point. But Impressionism is you have a reality and you're creating an impression of that reality. Not as realism, but as accurately as you can with tones and shapes in the picture. It's much more of a craft of chaos than it is a leaning into chaos. And then you've got what I like to call primalism, which is not an art movement, it's not an art category really, but I think it's a good, well, It is, but not in the way I'm saying it. Primalism is when you use rudimentary tools and a return to the basics to try and create something. It's like Impressionism, but raw Impressionism. You're not letting it get modern on you. You're actually returning to a more primitive way of doing Impressionism, which I like, because in a more primitive way, I feel like it can really have a place in a modern world, because we're running around in this modern world doing modern things, and it's fun to return to being an authentic Homo sapien. If we look at things like people who like to work out, if we look at sports, if we look at music, if we look at dancing, these are primitive activities that we still love. And in the same way, visual art can be that thing. And I really like it when it gets really primitive, just like raw sport, just like raw music, raw paint on canvas. That's fun. I think we like it. We've liked it ever since we were doing cave paintings tens of thousands of years ago. We still like it. Sorry if I missed some comments there too, guys. I warned you about my rants. Here's another rant for you. Yeah. But basically, Impressionism, Expressionism, and Primalism are great words to use to explain this. I wouldn't use Primitivism. That wouldn't be what I'd use, but I would use Primalism. Primal, raw, gestural, vivid, all those things. So not Expressionism, not really. If we started, so it would be Expressionism if we started to warp things bigger or smaller as we saw fit to actually create a picture that was actually more surreal than what the real reality was. Now we're encroaching into Expressionism. But since we're keeping things in relative perspective and we're never adding paint for things that we don't actually see in the picture, sounds like Impressionism to me. But look, at the end of the day, guys, it doesn't even matter. Do you like the art? If you like the art, who cares what it's called? And that's one thing that we used to get hung up on in art history. We'd probably get too intense on trying to categorize something that you'd strangle it so much that actually you'd stop enjoying what it was actually there for. And that was for, I mean, not for the entirety of human history, but for human pleasure. To see, to enjoy, to engage in some sort of visual element that would connect with us in a wholesome way. Symbolism, not quite, but I like where your head's at. Can be. Who cares? Should be. Now, I'm just going to grab some cloths for this brush, because we're going to move more into an orangey colour, guys. Orange. Imagine all the people living for today. Got a bunch of cloths now, guys. Not symbolism. Well, guys, at the end of the day, I can't remember who said it. First off, it's their opinion and it's art. And the fun thing about art is everyone's opinion is both completely correct and completely incorrect at the same time. So you saying this is symbolism is as correct as me saying it's Impressionism. And you'd be like, well, how does that work? Well, it's how we feel, and we can both defend our positions, and we're not, this isn't part of a movement. Well, it sort of is a movement. It's a wholesome movement of a return to all of us having a good time. Primitivism, in a way, but it doesn't matter it doesn't matter if it's a symbolism, expressionism, impressionism, realism. I suppose you could call it abstract realism. I mean, now that we've used so many three-syllable words, who cares? I mean, if anything, this shows you how wide the net can be cast. Lucas, you're an absolutely amazing person. I appreciate the compliment, and sending love right back your way. Now, we're on to our orange, a little bit of black through it, murky, a little bit of green. Ooh, grungy, big fan. Now we're going to get a little bit more transparent gel because we want this to be see-through. This is quite an intense colour. Seb, what song screams you? Shelby picked this one out for me, Pink Prospector. And I think there's songs that I like, but I feel like this probably is my song. It's my artist. It's a song called by Kip Moore. He's a country artist. And I like Kip Moore more than any other artist. I think Kip Moore's fantastic. I'm a huge fan of everything he sings. I love his voice. I love what he sings about. It's country, but it's a special kind of country. One song that I really like is Love You to the Moon. That's probably one of my favourite Kip Moore songs. And the one that probably describes me would be the Bull. So it's the, T-H-E, and Bull, B-U-L-L. And I like that one because people have heard that song and said, yeah, that's you. And I like that. That's, I picked my peers tell me that's me, so I love it. There we go. That was a good couple of strokes there, guys. We can be proud of ourselves there. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it, guys. Noted. Hey, Pink, you might not like it, but look, at the end of the day, music is just like art. We don't have to like everyone else's art. We can appreciate each other's tastes. And I tell you what, country is an acquired taste, but I've always had it. And I remember when I first went to the States, I couldn't believe it, because I'd spent my whole life being the only person who liked country music, and I was told I was weird. People around me were like, why do you even want to listen to that? They laughed at me, but I couldn't help it. I was like, I like it. I like country music. And then when I went to the States, I never knew. And I got to the States, and the radio, it was 12 different stations of country music, and you could turn on the radio and the song was always playing that I knew every word to. I can't explain to you how meaningful that was for me, to be like, I found my people. And now I'm back in New Zealand. I don't need to be around other people who love country music. I just love that I'm now, what's the term, validated by all these Americans who already love country music, completely aside from me. And I love that. So now I can be all by myself and be laughed at here in New Zealand for my love of country music. And I don't mind. I love country music. It's fantastic. And the one thing I really want to do on my bucket list, guys, my number one thing on my bucket list, among other things, on my top 10 on my bucket list, I want to go to WeFest. I want to go to WeFest, which is the biggest country music festival in the world. It's in America, and I would love every single moment of it. T, okay, Seb, I've got to head out. May see you on a late night stream. Have fun. All thanks to the fellow mod. Thanks, T. Have a lovely time, and I might see you later on. If I don't, I won't be offended. But otherwise, we will be back probably tomorrow. If I have a shocking night or a shocking day on this painting, we'll get up early tomorrow, we'll smash some more paint on it, and hopefully we can pull it into the right place. But it's all wild. Sebastian, there is a different feel between acrylic and oils with brush strokes. Yes, there is. And it's going to sound like I'm being a mean person, but I'm not being mean. This is what it's like. Acrylics are more watery, and oils are more oily. Now that may sound obvious, but actually it's not too inherently obvious. Now that I say that, it sounds like stating the obvious, but obviously it's also how it works. If you don't mix your oils with more oil, they can be quite tacky. They can be quite hard to spread. They'll always mix and create gradients better than acrylics. As you can see, I'm not a big fan of gradients. I like raw colour smashed onto a canvas. So acrylics resonate with me better. You can add compounds to acrylics to do whatever you want. I can add in a compound to acrylic to make it dry slow, to dry fast, to glisten, to all sorts of different things. So, yeah, so oils will, imagine like motor oil, that sort of thick, not motor oil, lubrication on an engine, that thick, pasty sort of marine silicone. That's what oil sort of becomes like if it's not mixed in enough with another compound. Maybe you want it like that. Hey, it's up to you. Acrylic dries and becomes sort of cakey, stale. I think you describe acrylic as it gets this layer on top. Some people find it yuck. I don't mind it. But you can add compounds to your acrylic to avoid that sort of stuff. So, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say the world's your oyster, guys. There's nothing wrong with oils. There's nothing wrong with acrylics. They're both fantastic mediums. I like acrylics because I like to mix stuff in. Great question. I've got two that are my defaults team. DOS 1 and 2. Now these aren't the only ones I use. I've got a whole bunch of other wild cards. I've got crackling mediums. I've got glass balls, which are like little texture mediums. Like, it's all fun stuff, but this is 99% of it. This is where the hammer meets the anvil. What have we got? It's gloss medium and it's clear painting medium. Now, let's say it as simply as possible. Clear painting medium makes a paint go transparent. So if you're doing multiple layers, this allows you to add paint on top of other paints without losing the work you've already done. I used to hate transparent layers, now I love them, so you can build up 4 or 5 layers and appreciate each and every one of them. This is good stuff. This one here, another soft spot, gloss medium. Why does Seb love gloss medium? Most of you know the answer to this question because you've been here before. I love gloss medium because it makes the paint look wet. It makes it shine, it adds texture to the paint, it makes the paint strokes more obvious. Like I say, we want those paint strokes there, rough, wild and primal, and the gloss medium helps exacerbate, accentuate that. Yeah, and it stops the acrylics from drying and looking a little bit darker and tacky. This keeps them looking wet, like an acrylic, like an oil paint. So basically I use gloss medium to make acrylics look more like oils, but if I use oils, I can't get it as transparent as easily as I can with this, with acrylics. So there's pros and cons to both, but they're both amazing. One's not better than the other, they're just different. So don't let anyone tell you that one's better than the other. Even if you're using like watercolor, you do you. Don't listen to that nonsense. They're all great. There's literally professional, famous champions in all those categories using all those kinds of paint. Thank you very much, B. Appreciate you. Sebastian, what was the smallest painting that someone commissioned from you? 16 by 20, but look, we like to go bigger than that. The smallest I'll do is about this size. About this big. And the reason this is the smallest I'll go is because any smaller and your brush strokes start being confined to the space you're working in, they lose their freedom and they lose their vibrancy and energy. In a figurative way. But you can sort of feel like they're being constrained to a space. We don't want that. We want that loose freedom in the brush strokes. Brands of paint. Look, when it comes to brands of paint, guys, anything goes. Except the cheaper stuff. Please get about medium and then you're away. And if you are going to splurge money, if you're like, hey, I'm feeling good about myself, I just got a little bit of a pay rise, or I got my end of year bonus, and I'm going to get myself some funky painting supplies. Can I just encourage or throw my hat in the ring to say you should get good quality paint. Before brushes, before easels, before all that other stuff that comes into it that everyone says you need, good quality paint will really, really help. And once you've experienced good quality paint, you'll be like, oh yes, yes, that does make a difference. I love photography, guys. I love photography. I love all the crafts. I'm a huge fan. Yeah, you're not going to find me saying, oh, painting is the most authentic kind of art. They're all types of art. AI art is currently one of the most exciting movements that's occurred in the last few decades, and we're a part of it. We get to watch it happen in real time, and the effects it's going to have on community and art and happiness for people in general. This is a really fun time to be watching art, guys, because, yeah, I'm very excited. I am excited. So, yeah, and don't, please, if you're on the fence about it, don't turn on AI art. AI art's here to stay. It's going to be the most amazing thing. It's going to make a lot of artists question what makes their art special, and how they're going to make it survive, or people still love it, or unique in a world where AI is producing some amazing pictures. What's been said here? Thank you very much. You should put one of your paintings in the Canberra National Gallery of Australia. That's a pretty fun place, B. But look, I'm a little bit shy on paintings at the moment. I'm heavily buried in commissions. I want to produce them all for people because it's really, really special being given the privilege to be involved in a project for someone else. Whether it be a landscape from a holiday, whether it be a picture of a companion, whether it be a partner, a companion in terms of animal or human. This is incredible stuff, guys. Like, if you are an artist or you're thinking about getting some art done, don't take that lightly. There's a very, very special connection that gets formed between client and artist. You stare at a picture for so long, and you really find every little shape and tone and hue within the picture, and you build it out slowly, and then there's this white canvas which turns into something. This is a very, very special process, and both for the client who's after their subject to be made, who has the inspiration to pursue it, and for the crafter, the person with the craft to produce it from a white canvas. The marriage of these two individuals is something really special. Don't take that for granted. And really enjoy it, because that's a really human experience to feel and to be a part of that. Some people might be like, that sounds awful, and other people will be like, wow, where do I sign up? Purple cloudscape. A little bit. Look, at the end of the day, we can make a painting whatever we want. And if we want to put a bit of purple in the sky, we'll put a bit of purple in the sky. Try and stop me. There we go, a little bit there. A little bit there. What else have we got here? A little bit around here. Beautiful, and then we've got this coming in here. Just little waves crashing. Remember when I got back from my first trip overseas, I was in America. I just got back to my house, my parents' place, and my phone connected to the Spotify, to the speaker, and played Spotify. And the song that came on was by U2. And I've only told one other person this, and now I'm telling the whole world, but the song that came on was Every Breaking Wave by U2. And so whenever I come back from a long journey, Every Breaking Wave is the song that I play once I've got back to base camp and I've put my bag down and I'm now back in New Zealand. Yeah. I don't know what the song, I did at one point know what the song was about. I'd never heard it before. I don't know how it got on my Spotify to play, but it was really special. And so it's funny how traditions sometimes aren't something that you thought was going to be a tradition. Traditions get formed almost like whispers. They just, one moment it's just there, one moment it's not there, and the next moment it's just begun, it's started, it's part of your life. I'm never going to go on a trip and come back. As long as I can keep getting my hands on that song, I'm never going to go on a trip and come back and not play it. Or hear it in my head when I finally return to base camp. It's part of my life now, and it's something special that I'll always carry. Can't remember why I was telling you that, but I'm glad I did. You're welcome. I'm an artist, plastica surrealista. Your style is impressionist, like Van Gogh. Beautiful. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Yes, we're going for a slight Van Gogh style. Van Gogh was an impressionist. We're combining an impressionist style with probably a little bit of primalism, which means that we're really letting the brush strokes be ugly and the colours be ugly in the nature of just pursuing slashing around paint. We want the paint to look raw, expressive and wild up close, and we want it to come into a picture from a distance. Yeah, so that's what we're up to here. Hope that makes a little bit of sense. You'd be like, that made no sense whatsoever. Someone get him a cup of tea and put him to bed. Okay. Every breaking wave upon the shore says the next one, there'll be one more. Da, 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 da. If you haven't heard that song, guys, it's a special one. And like I say, I'd never heard it before until it played. Now it's a part of life. Funny how that works though, like I say. Like with tradition, but in general, how something can suddenly, in such a brief period of time, become such a significant part of processes going forward. It's kind of special. I'm just doing these little dabs. These are the spray from the sea. It's the spray from the sea, sparkling out at me. There we go. I'm almost there. Be like, he's just singing. Why doesn't he read the comments? I will. But there's a lot of dots. I'm getting there one dot at a time. Every breaking wave upon the shore says the next one, there'll be one more. Here we go. Beautiful. 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 I just want you to know that you're my favorite girl. I think that's Justin Timberlake. It's a new song out. Beautiful. That's enough little dots. Now, who did I miss? What got said? How many plates do you go through? Do you eat dinner on? Do you take off all the plates? So I don't eat dinner on plates. I go through about 2 plates a session. In this case here, I've got a limited amount of plates. I'm washing the plates. Thank you very much, Betty. Appreciate you. You're magnificent. Sending you love from New Zealand. So I wash the plates here, but if you are after plates and you want to pursue using plates in your craft like I do, go to an op shop, buy cheap plates, buy the plates that no one else wants. Don't buy a plate that's part of a set. Let someone who actually wants to eat food off the plates have the set. Buy the ugly plate in the corner, because you're putting paint on it. And then you can look at your ugly plate every time you paint and be like, I did a good deed for society that day. And that's wholesome. Be a part of that. Larissa, thank you very much. Guys, remember we do watch. There are young people here. Youth. I can say youth now because I'm a dinosaur. If you didn't hear, I turned 30. 30-year-old dinosaur. Yeah, a lot of young folk. People learning, people who want to be part of something, people who enjoy art. Join us on the stream here, and so we want to make it a wholesome, friendly, and inclusive environment in all the ways we possibly can. And if we achieve that, then we're doing something really special, guys. And I want to thank each and every one of you for being a part of that. Cheers, Jason. Thank you very much. What am I at 42 then? Michelle, you're a lovely individual who's got so much to offer the world in love, skill, and talent that you've just, I don't even think you realise it yet. I remember it showed on my Facebook feed the other day. I think it was the day I turned 30. It said, if you're feeling old, remember, and it listed off a whole bunch of people who did these incredible things with their lives after 60. And that was twice as far away from me, so that's really special. In terms of lost trail of thought there. But in terms of, nah, it's gone. It's gone. I tried to get it back, but I lost it mid-sentence. I couldn't get it back. I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, I forgot halfway through the sentence. Okay. We got a little surfer on a board. And now what we're going to do, guys, is because I'm getting stuck. How am I getting stuck? I'm getting stuck because I'm seeing the same things. What does that mean? It means that I'm not finding new things. Does that matter? Yes, it matters, because I'm going to stop actually developing the artwork and start falling into the same little routines and loops. So what's fantastic about a big piece is we can actually lower this down, we can come back to this, and we can start dabbling around this mid area. I really want to take that horizon. There's some real fun stuff in there. I want to keep abstracting it a little bit so it doesn't lose the fun, but I want to keep it in there. Belisha, welcome. Thank you very much for the love letters. Appreciate you to no end. And it is an absolute pleasure to have you on a stream for the second time in 2 days. You were here last night, right? Maybe. Maybe I'm going crazy. At 30, you're a dinosaur from Jurassic period, and I'm the Cretaceous. Michelle, at the end of the day, what I'm looking forward to is, hopefully, if I'm lucky, I can keep painting right the way up until I'm 70 or 80. So essentially, my life doesn't change a whole lot. Well, I can travel and meet new people and have amazing experiences, but this is my craft, this is what I do, this is what I love. And if you haven't found that yet, or if you've found that, Michelle, then lucky you, you're an incredible individual, you pursue that with everything you've got. If you haven't found that yet, oh my God, you are only 42. You've got so long to find it. So long. And you know what? I'm your biggest fan. I reckon you will find it. I'm rooting for you. I think you're amazing. Now, just screw this on here. Don't worry, I have. Look at you go. You know how much it warms my heart to hear that, Michelle? You're a fantastic individual. By God. Who hasn't found your dream? Be honest. Who's not living the dream? Part of actually living the dream is thinking that maybe you're not currently in the dream. And once you realize that, you subconsciously start looking for where the dream might be. And weirdly enough, you start noticing circumstances and things you can do to bring yourself closer to that dream. So, hello hubby, love of my life. G'day Paul. I'm not your hubby, I'm the love of your life. You're going to find that though, because you deserve it. But it's good to have you here. I don't know how to ship artwork. On a boat. I'm sorry. So, in terms of shipping artwork, there's a bunch of ways to do it. But I can try and give you advice here. The best way to do it is actually set aside 2 hours. I say 2 hours. The YouTube video is about 10 minutes a pop, but you're going to need to watch about 12 of them. So, set aside 2 hours and slowly go through them one after the other and listen to how they talk about how to actually box artwork and send it. They'll talk to you about shipping boards and frames and canvases, how to make protective boxes, where to find protective boxes, what fabrics and materials work and which ones don't. And yeah, some of the basics of shipping. Take 2 hours and watch those videos. I could go into it right now, but look, it's actually, depending on your art, there's so many answers and so many solutions and so many different ways to do it. And one will resonate with you that you'll just love. So, go for gold. Depends, but I'm okay where I am at this moment. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Yeah. It depends, but I'm okay where I am at this moment. It's a good answer. It's a good answer. TikTok usually has quick answers too. I like that. I don't know how to find them because I'm a bit of a technological idiot, but I reckon it does. I reckon someone who's surprisingly good at technology is Pink. I would be surprised if Pink wasn't an absolute mastermind when it came to tech. YouTube vids, yes. Just Google it. Search how to box and ship artwork. And click on the ones with the most views, because they're probably... It sounds bad. Click on the ones you like the look of. Right, where are we at here? We've made some good ground through that. We're going to need some more greys to cut in through this area. Ba-da-ba-bing, ba-boom. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Da-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Who watched Rotor Rats as a kid? I love that show. I used to like, who's that nerdy one with the glasses and the red frizzy hair? There was Tommy, who was the leader. Tommy was all good, but Tommy was trouble. There was the geeky one who didn't want to go on the adventures. I like the geeky one. But always went on the adventures and teamed to hook everyone up. Chucky? Chucky was the, yeah. Chucky knew what was up. Big fan of Chucky. Now, let's grab some more transparent gel. Can't have enough of this stuff. So keep adding it on. Yes, 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 yes. So, this is going to be the greenest painting that I paint because it's got a lot of green in it. So that makes sense. Alright, give me 1 second. Where'd I put that? Put it over here. Never mind. Never mind. There I was going for a look for it, and it's right here. It's funny, yeah. Chucky and Tommy, great people. Twins. Twins were fun. They were trouble, but they were fun. Alright, here we go. I'm going to get some of this paint off this brush, guys. We've got too thick with the paint. Too thick. Cynthia's doll. I think I remember that. I remember the plank from Ed, and Eddie. And I remember the massive gobstoppers that Ed would have that would just come outside their face. And if they could just be content, they would have had so many more gobstoppers. But their avid pursuit of gobstoppers, funnily enough, negated how many gobstoppers they ended up having. Which I think is fairly ironic, fairly funny, fairly annoying. I feel like the Shire Ed deserved more gobstoppers. And it was the instigating Ed that caused a lot of the trouble for everyone. He just needed to be told, hey, because stupid Ed would follow instructions. It was that instigating Ed that caused the trouble. Shy Ed would shed. I mean, maybe not actually. Maybe things would fall to pieces if the instigating Ed wasn't there. Who knows? Who knows? Thanks guys, appreciate you. The twins got on my nerves. Yeah. But think about it in terms of if you wanted some friends. I think the twins had your back though, right? They were cool. And sometimes your friends might annoy you, but the reason why they're your friends is you know that they're always going to be there for you. Predictably loyal. That's what real friends are. So sometimes actually the best of friends annoy you like anything else. And part of the reason why you're friends is because you annoy each other so much that you have so much honesty with each other that actually a friendship's blossomed where otherwise in other relationships it just hasn't. So yeah. A friend isn't always someone you get along with every moment of the day. A friend is a special person who challenges you, helps you to grow, and you know they have your back. A real friend is the kind of person that if they're giving you peer pressure, that you feel like you should give into because they would know what's best for you or they would want what's best for you. Yeah. Or a friend is whatever you want it to be. But I reckon it's pretty special if you get a couple of loyal friends, guys, who just want what's best for you. How wholesome could that be? Pretty wholesome. Pretty fun. Pretty cool. Alright, let's get some here and here. If that isn't the goal, you'll sort of need to convince me on what your goal is, because I'm not sold. That's what I reckon. That's what I reckon. Paul, oh damn, sorry, that could have been me. I got pretty wild near. Yeah, so Paul version 2 got banned accidentally. Paul was all good. He was just making a comment about outfits. I've chatted to Paul in the DMs, and I was like, yo, everyone's just doing their best. And it was a bit of the Wild West, and we were firing some guns off, and poor old Paul was out there trying to give a nice comment and got caught in some crossfire, so... Top apologies to Paul. And we're glad to have you back, Paul. Right, let's just check that on there. Pink's laughing. Just popping in to say, have a good day. 5 AM comes quickly for me. Bye, Sebby Seb. Justin, absolute pleasure to have you in here, mate. It always is a pleasure to have you in here. Get on out of here, you cheeky scamp. Go get a good night's sleep. And I will see you probably, in terms of my time, later on tonight, because I'll be painting into the night, putting layers on canvas. So when you're later on, you might actually pop on and see me, and I'll be bleary-eyed at the end of the set. So you can catch me then. JTT Paul. Yeah. The thing is, the thing about it is everyone was doing their best. So poor old Paul just got caught up in a skirmish, like the innocent person running along with a flag in the middle of a gunfight. It is 10:12 PM here. That's good. This is good. This is good. 10:12 PM. What a time to be alive. There we go. Now we're just adding in these planar colours, guys. Why do we add in planar colours? They make good colours pop. Felicia, you only just arrived. Where are you going? But it's totally all good. Been a pleasure to have you here for the last 2 streams, Felicia. You get on out of here, and I will see you. What time is it? If it's late for you, probably you might see me tomorrow morning, but otherwise, it's all good. It was all good. It's light out at 10 PM. No, Dana. This is this here is. I don't have a clock nearby me, but it's like 3 maybe. I give props to the mods. Pink, you're an absolute champion. I don't know if you know it in the stream, guys. We love Pink. Both on the painting and the Pink Prosecutor. Pink's been here for a while, actually. And the reason why I didn't realise Pink had been here for a while is because Pink changed the username. Caught me off guard. It was Lips before, wasn't it, Pink? Maybe. Pink's like, you've got me confused with someone else. And I'm like, I'm just doing my best. Go. Beautiful girls all over the world, I could be chasing, my time would be wasting. They've got nothing on you, baby. Nothing on you, baby. That was the song I was bleating away on yesterday. Oh, I'm so sorry, I just brought it back. You're like, why'd you bring it back, Sid? It wasn't good yesterday. It's not good now. You're butchering it. You're singing it out of tune. And I'm like, you know what? I'll do me. The OGs, as Seb calls them. Yes. The original good people. The OGs indeed. No, we've got some amazing people here, guys. We've had some amazing people here from the start, Justin included. Justin was here almost from day one. Pink Prospector, Cheryl, Victoria, Lucy. We've just had incredible people join in and make this a really, really fun space. Fun for me, fun for you guys. 5:15, oh dearie me. I'm gonna go for another, I'm gonna go until I hit a rut, and then I'm gonna go home and have some breakfast. Absolutely, maybe dinner for breakfast. Breakfast for dinner. I'll head on back, grab some food, and come on back for nighttime live. And we'll send the boat out. Haven't seen Lucy in a while. She popped on in last night and hung out for a while. She's a happy girl. She just turned. I don't know how old she turned, but she came and joined in, and we all wished her happy birthday. And so that was pretty fun, actually. Everyone got on board. I didn't sing. I probably should have sung. Felt guilty about that. But we did everything else. Talked about it. We used our words and had a conversation. There we go. And then we've got a little hand coming in. This hand's probably the most under-realized piece of the picture right now, guys. Do we mind? Nah, it's fine. These things are going to come together, guys. We've got to have trust. Trust the process. Well, trust the process. Don't rush the process. I think that's what E.T. says. E.T. the hip hop preacher. I like E.T. You didn't realise. Are you in Auckland? I am in Auckland. This is the Auckland studio. I'm painting out of the Auckland studio. This is where I like to paint from. I should probably be out. Probably be outside today. That would be a fair enough thing to assume from me, but I'm not. Shocker. And that's okay. Is that how I want the hand to go? Is that really how it goes? I think it actually spreads here a little more. It does, it does. There we go. That's why it looks funny. That pops across there. We've got it. People are like, why are you so excited about that? Because it's an under-realized area, guys, and we're getting in there, and we're making it look good, and that's really exciting, and I'm glad you guys are a part of it. Now, that hand has got another inch to move that way, and we'll nail it. There's more energy to go around here. The board's popping nicely. The board doesn't want to look like it's sitting out from the water. It wants to look like it's embellished in the water, using the same colors, but obviously slightly separate, as if there's some sort of icon there at the board. He prefers to keep the lives respectful and wholesome. Please honour this. Yeah, of course, guys, we're always welcome to have a bit of fun. But remember that there are high school people here and university students here who are, who love to have a wholesome environment and be a part of a fun environment. So have your fun, but wholesome fun. Wholesome fun. Now, where are we? We're in here. And I'm sorry, guys, if there's any genuine questions coming out and I'm just straight up missing them, it's my bad. If you want to, you can reach out via the link in my bio. All the details you need on me are via that link in the bio. There's Instagram, there's a commissions page, there's a YouTube for the replays of these. Whatever you need, it's there. So that's pretty fun. This is a cool color. We're doing some cool things with this color. I might say hi, you might say hey, but you shouldn't worry about what they say. Alright. Beautiful. Nothing on you, baby. Nothing on you, babe. Alright, here we go. We're making good ground here. We try to answer the questions for you as mods. Thanks, Nurse DJ. I appreciate that. And sometimes, guys, obviously, it is my intentions to answer every single person and talk to everyone. If you reach out to me on Instagram, I will try and get back to you. I'm sorry if it takes me some time. Sometimes it does. Sometimes I'm faster. Sometimes I'm slower. If you're more of an email person, there's an option for emails in the link in the bio, and you can get in touch via that. Some people don't use Instagram, don't use TikTok, but they've just found their way on here, and they would prefer to converse about work via emails, and I get that. Now, there's nowhere to see available art, nowhere. Thanks, Nurse DJ. Nowhere to see it. So, that's because all the work right now is completely... Whew, someone's not having fun. All the work right now is completely commission-based. Woo-wee! I'm sure that'll be fine. It's completely commission-based. There's nothing currently available. If you are after work right away, I've got some stuff in the studio. It's my passion projects. It's not available anywhere online. It's just embellishing the space where I like to work. If you'd like to see it, I can send you pictures of it. People are looking at a couple of them right now, so I can't promise they're all available. They might come available. Person passes up the opportunity to have it. And yeah, otherwise commissions at the moment, nothing until March. So if you want a commission, unless I've already spoken to you, unless we've already spoken and made a plan together, which may be possible, unless we've made a plan together, you're not in the February batch. We've got 4 pictures in the February batch. And so the earliest I can add you in is the March batch, so mid-March for shipping. The siren, yes, someone's not having fun, but it's okay. Because you know what? It sounds like the right people are going their direction. Give them a hand. I might say hi, they might say hey, but you shouldn't worry about what they say. They've got nothing on you, baby. Nothing on you, babe. Okay, I'll stop that, guys. That was shocking. I'm just having a good time. There we go. Making some good ground, putting together some good stuff. It's all coming together pretty nicely. I would love to get a piece from you at some point in the near future. Larissa, absolutely. It all depends too on where we're shipping to, because sometimes the locations for shipping are a long way away. Most of the work goes to the States, guys. It is always special when something's staying here in New Zealand and I get to paint something for someone locally. That's really fun. We've got a lot of work in Christchurch. We've got some work that branches out and exists in the likes of Auckland. Well, it's not branch out, I'm in Auckland. Hamilton, a lot in Tauranga, that's my hometown. Yeah, but typically the States, that's where this is going to. Typically the States. So if you're in the States and you want some artwork, you can absolutely, yeah, it ships more to the States than anywhere else. It comes in an amazing protective box to look after the work. So it's not going to get damaged in transit. You don't need to worry about that. It's a very good box. And plus, it's not a throwaway box. You keep the box. You put it under the bed or in the garage. You can store anything else in it you like. If you move house, whatever. Box is perfect. Also, fun news. It's not here yet, but it's on the way. Merch. I've been talking to an outfit who wanted to, I think he's painting a real picture. Yes, sorry. I'll show you the picture. Voila, I'll put it there so you can compare them. So you're looking at this one on an angle here, but basically there's this perspective centering towards the top left-hand corner. Centering towards the top left-hand corner. And you've got lots of movement in here, lots of white, churned up water. Angles going in here from the ski rope to a horse, wakeboard, GoPro stick, all the things. Perfect. Now, before I went on the escapade, can someone please tell me, whoop, knock the bottle down, what I was talking about? What were we talking about? Who remembers? Something about commissions, something about colour. It's out of my head. Yes, Jason, indeed, we'll be here later. Merch, oh yes, of course. So, I've had a few people make requests for some funny merch with pictures on it, but some of the funniest stuff, we've got some suggestions for text. So if you've got any suggestions for text or a t-shirt that you think would be a funky design, We've got 4 designs right now. We can push it to as many as we like. It's really fun. But anyway, it's through a company called Bonfire, and they're really keen to get some stuff up and going. They can get a little bit annoyed with me actually, because they've been keen to do it and they've been blowing up my emails, and I've been sort of slow going, well, I'm going to be going live here and there and I'm going to be doing this and that, and so I'll get back to you. And they're like, oh, come on, let's get this teed up. So anyway, we're going to get it teed up, and what's really fun about it too is they'll also allow me to get, if we sell a bit of it, I can give out free samples to people, and so it'd be cool to do some of the mods and things, but got to see how it goes first. Got to see how it goes. And basically if you've got any funky lines, or if I'm repetitive with certain lines on the stream, was she really being pulled by a horse? I missed that. Yes, so this is called horse wakeboarding. It's actually a thing, weirdly enough. So the horse has the rope tied to it, and it runs in the shallows of the water. Person on a wakeboard holding a GoPro gets pulled along by the horse. Wild. Basically, guys, to finish that off, if there's something in particular, a design or a phrase that I repeat over and over again, or that you like, let me know, and we can get it added to the merch collection so we can all enjoy it, which I think is great. I would love to see the kiwi bird on some merch. That would be really cute. Yeah, I agree. So, just giving you guys a heads up that that's in the pipeline. So if it doesn't show up soon, harass me. Bonfire is harassing me. They sent me like 5 emails last week. 2 of them were marketing emails, so they don't really count. And the girl who's talking to me, the person who's talking to me, her name is, what's her name? She's lovely though. She's trying really hard. And it will be linked in through the, what's the thing? The link tree in the bio. So that'll be how that goes. They're just such funky little birds. They are funky little birds. I gotta give that to you. Funky little birds. I actually saw some the other day. I'm the godfather of a child, and the child was, I took the child to the zoo, and what was really wholesome about it is the kiwis were out and about in their area of the zoo. So we saw like 5 of them, which is nuts. In New Zealand are not all that common, so it was pretty fun to actually get some exposure to a few of them. I bet he'll... Look, we do the focus, and sorry guys, I'm sitting around here with the paint on the corner there. We might add a bit more of this up here actually. This is a funky colour. This is like a deep, dark turquoise. So this is going to be a fun colour to work with. Add a bit more of this in. There we go. Now we're talking. Now a little bit more along here. There we go. Down there. Right. Skipping in here, I'm going to add a bunch of white into some gloss gel, mix it in with a bit of green, get this murky, it's like a baby blue but crossed, spliced with a green. There we go. Like a weird lime green, that's what we're after here. I'm going to cut that down a little bit, that's too tall. There we go. Slice in there, drop in here with a little bit, there we go. Across there, grab some more of it and scoop. Just down through there, coming across here, down here we go. Now we're talking. A little bit through here too, making some good ground with this colour. There we go. Then a little bit more over here. And then a little bit more through here. There we go, beautiful. Just like that. Coming together, guys, coming together. And tonight's set, I reckon we'll get it to where we need it to be. Jason, catch you later. Thank you very much for coming in. Sorry, I caught that last minute. You're an absolute champion. I might see you on the evening stream. We'll see. Who knows? But yeah, who knows? Here we go. A little bit here. That comes down to here. It's going to take a little bit in here. Perfecto. Is there any on this face that we want to acknowledge? I think there is actually. What's that? Scoot that in there. There we go. Now a little bit up here, I think. Perfect. Come out here. So I'll pump that in there a little bit. Perfect. Just sneak down here. And then just down through here. Now we're talking. Now we push. Alright, going well, going well. Did you? Yes, I did, hey. Long time ago. That's a funny username actually, because if you say hello to hey, you say hi hey. Which is fun. How long have you been painting this for? It looks awesome. Thank you very much. What's the name there? Jared, you're an absolute champion. We are on our... what hour are we on now? 8th hour? 9th? Depends. I really need to have a little timer that I start so I can tell you guys exactly. Because I think that's fun, but yeah. At the moment, probably somewhere between 8 to 10 hours, I think. I'm going to smash a late night set on it. And you know what? We just might get it there. We'll see. We'll see. Who knows? Or we'll send it in the complete wrong direction. We'll lose it. It'll all fall to pieces and it'll be a disaster. But that's part of the fun of painting. You never quite know. You never quite know. We're going to do our best to make sure that doesn't happen. But if it does happen, we'll be like, well, it's the nature of the beast, baby. I had a picture that eventually went to New York. Amazing picture. Loved it to bits at the end. But there were 3 times where it was so far gone that I was ready to give up on it. Almost did give up on it. Did. I was going to paint over it one night, but I ran out of paint. I had that same experience 3 times. Eventually, after coat, it came out, it appeared. And the painting, in all the ways we wanted it to exist, existed. And it was really special. That's not a message saying don't give up on things. That's a message to say painting is not a linear progression. Sometimes you go up, sometimes you go back. Sorry guys, I missed that one there. Congratulations, welcome from Bangkok. My serious question, how do you know when you're done? I keep touching and dabbing. That's all good. So, with your own work, a good little way to know if you're done is don't just finish and then say you're done. Give it time to settle. Put it in the corner of the studio, look at it, sit with it for a while, days in fact, even weeks if you've got the time. And if by the end of the period, long enough, you're thinking, yeah, I've achieved everything I want in this work, and you're done. The way with the commissions, this is a really fun method. So with a commission, there's a value placed on the work before it's started. Now, once you reach a point with the painting, and this is a really interesting thing, once you reach a point with the painting that you would prefer to keep it rather than take the money, that is when you've finished the commission. If you're thinking, oh, I hope they like it, I really want the money, then probably you're not finished with that commission yet. If you look at the value that they're giving you for the commission, and you look at what you've created, and you think, actually, I'd like to go back on that and keep this, now you've reached the right point. That's where you're going to get to. So that's what finishing looks like. Can you put a shark in the painting? Yeah, I can't. I like where your head's at though, that's pretty fun, but no, we're not going to add a shark to this one. Even though the lady in this painting would be completely unbothered by a shark in the water. She called them sharkies, and she cared very little for their presence in the water around her. She was that kind of person. She was there to have a good time. Wholesome, incredible, fun time. And no shark. I was going to spoil that for her. We're in New Zealand, AP. This is Auckland. So if you want to find New Zealand, on the bottom half of the globe that is sitting on some science desks, you will find Australia, a big continent in the middle of the ocean. Now, go down from Australia, southeast, you'll hit an even smaller island called New Zealand. It'll be made up of 2 islands. There's a South Island and a North Island. North Island to the north, South Island to the south. Go figure. This is in the North Island. The biggest city in the North Island is called Auckland. Currently painting in Auckland in the studio. Welcome. I'm just going to check that, guys, because thanks, Ned DJ. You're more than welcome. Great to have you here. Holding a selfie stick and holding a horse is a next level skill. Yep. And if you want to talk about next level skills, this is probably the right person to talk about. Incredible individual. Now, let's there we go. There we go. Beautiful. So I'm going to check here, guys. Make sure I haven't been messaged by Shelbs. Anything here from Shelby? We're golden right now, but she's probably watching. I don't know. 5:30. Right. 6:30. Go to 6:30. We'll see. We'll keep going with the paint we've got anyway, guys, and see where it takes us. Aloha from Hawaii. Welcome. Good to have you here. That actually sounds really fun. Let me just leap in here and get this time lapse restarted. Let me just get a sit down here. Hello from Taiwan. Do you name your paintings? Yes, but I only do it for archival reasons. Let's jump in here and let's put this up here. This is for the little time lapse, guys. So after we're finished, I can upload a little time lapse and you guys can see what's being made. So I just get this in the right place. Almost there. There we go. Beautiful. Fantastic. Paul, welcome back. Hello from South Africa. Welcome from South Africa. You've come a long way. Cheers, Paul. It's a fun little thing to add to the stories. It's like inclusive, it's wholesome. I'd like to go to about 7, actually. 7? Let's see. We will see. We will see. Da 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 da. I'm gonna dab this color around here, guys. Slowly building this character up. One little stroke of paint at a time. There we go. Just like that. It's a little drop right there. I'm going to cut this in here just a little bit. Almost there, guys. Just going to cut this in there. A little bit of dabbing around here. I'm going to add a bit more white to this. There's a part on this upper arm that I want to capture, just up here like this. There we go. Hello. There we go. And then there's a hand here. Just going to lay it out. It sits on top like this. There we go. Perfect. That's what we wanted. Lovely. Sorry if I'm missing anyone's comments, guys. G'day from the south of France. Welcome to the stream. Wow, I've been to France once. It's a great place. Confession. First time I went to France, within 30 minutes, because I drove straight into France. We were going to a nude beach. Had a lot of fun. Great place, very wholesome. I'm not elaborating on that story at all, but it happened. Right, in the sky here, got some clouds. Collect those. There we go. Perfect. Can go around the edges of this canvas. Fantastic. Right, now, next thing we're going to do, let's have a listen here. Okay. Yeah, that's good. That's good, guys. This is looking great. I'm really happy with this. Miami. All right. I didn't know that. Your comment disappeared, but I'm sure it was fun. Have a trip up to Hawaii in April. Can't wait. That does sound like fun. That does sound like fun. Let's check this in here. Perfect. We're getting this step by step, team. Step by step. This is an amazing picture. In terms of, this is something that I'm really enjoying taking part in making. And it's coming together in exactly the way we sort of wanted it to. There's a little bit of something in that face. There's a little bit of something that's coming there. Why did you mention that kind of beach set? Oh, sorry, Cheryl. It was like 6 months ago. It was a while ago. But yes, I can see that I'm not helping you guys. My bad. Sorry. But it wasn't in any sort of way. It was completely wholesome, and it was a really fun experience. But yes, sorry for bringing that up. Immediate regret. I've been looking for a painting for my family room for a while, can't find the right one. Well, Paul, you're literally watching an artist right now. Now, I may not be the right artist because his works are very colourful, vibrant and intense, but maybe it's just what you're after. Best thing to do is show your family some of the pictures and see if it resonates for them. Not just your partner, but your kids as well, if there are kids. Because sometimes a kid's passion for the artwork that you're planning on bringing to the house, I mean passion is in like, do they just like it? That can really help with a decision like that. So, it's just an idea. You don't have to do it. There we go. A little bit in here. Cool. And then a little bit through here. Lovely. Is there more up here? Yes, there is. Beautiful. I wish I had capacity to smile as much. Oh, thanks, mate. Appreciate that. Leaning towards a scenic painting. I love that. Like a realism one. If so, I'm not the guy. If you want like an abstract, colourful, wild scene, blow up my inbox and we can talk. It's all good, Seb. We get it. Thanks, Cheryl. I appreciate it. I don't read that, but leaning towards the same, it's the same comment. Cool. I'm genuinely surprised at how mainly chill the comments have been today, despite the view count. Oh, that's pretty cool. Thanks, Victoria. I'm glad to hear it. And the lack of help that Seb's given you by talking about subjects that he probably just should not even bring up. So, I will still respect you. So thank you. I don't know who that comment was from, but I really appreciate that because that's a really wholesome thing to say. Thank you. I respect you too. In all the ways. Mike, what's my gift name? My gift name? What, if I was a girlfriend? I think I'd be called Sabrina, right? 'Cause it's Seb for short, so it'd be Sabrina for long. But actually, if I was going to be a girl, guys, when I was born, I was going to be called Rose. How wholesome is that? Think I'd soup in a rose? Probably. can't help it, guys. Every time I say probably, I say it like, who's the guy? Master Oogway. When he's talking to Poe, he's like, what did he say? He's like, Poe's like, I probably sucked more than anyone ever did in the history of Kung Fu. And Master Oogway's like, probably. Aloha. Thank you so much for contributing to the live goal. You're an absolute champion. I love your flowers. And you know what? I've never been to Hawaii, but one day I hope to go. One day. Dang, I did it again. Here you go. Let's chuck this in there. Let's chuck this in there. Splash this around here. We're adding some darker colours in the background, but you don't need to. Just having some fun with it. There we go. There we go. Ah, there we go. You're all sorted, Mike. I hope you have an amazing day. I hope you love art. Inspire you. To do whatever Mike likes to do as a craft. Pursue it. Dream it. Well, that was the wrong colour to go there, but it's there now. That's part of the fun. No, I don't. Sorry. And aloha. That's a fun one. What was that? Flowers. They look saturated and fun. Thank you very much. And in fact, guys, who wants to know a little secret? Of course you do. You'll do. See that horse there? Charging off into the distance with a rope on it? That's Shelby on the horse. So, this painting, I mean, she's a small part of it, but she's in the painting, so that's part of it. I don't know if I've told you guys this, but Shelby is an incredible horse rider. Like, you get horse riders and then you get Shelby. She's right onto it. She's good at what she does. She actually, fun fact, rode horses in the TV series The Ring, The Rings of Power. She was one of the top horse wranglers. I don't think she was part of a team, but yeah. I'm probably embellishing it, can't help myself, but Shelby Easter egg. Yes, Victoria, Shelby Easter egg. You got it. So this was pre-ring. And yeah, so Shelby's in here. Shelby actually started the sport of horse wakeboarding at her summer camp. So summer camp, going over to America, teaching summer camps, she started horse wakeboarding. What a champion. Like, pretty extreme. How cool is that? Are you working from a photo? I am indeed. And when we're finished, I'll tag the photo in it as well so you can compare, consider, enjoy. Here we go, just like that. Fantastic. Going well. Going well. Yeah. All the fun. All the fun. Goal set. Oh, we're at 40. I think we'll get to 50. I think we'll get to 50. Dun 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 dun. Right. Thank you so much, and hello from Scotland. How you doing? What's my favourite painting, Jess? I think I've had this question before, and I think I battled to answer it, and I still battle to answer it. AM Africa, you're an absolute champion. I love you to bits. Thanks for supporting. I appreciate that. My favourite painting, I don't actually have one. I've got a lot of passion for lots of paintings. I love all of Van Gogh's work. I love Picasso's work. I love a lot of my own paintings because I know the feeling that's gone behind them. This is all, yeah, stuff that I can get behind. Now I want some watermelon. I do want some watermelon. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? When I jump off this live and I head back, I might even buy a watermelon on the way home. With just a little bit of gin in it, you know. If you're in high school, you'll learn about gin in several years. You are an artist. You can paint a beautiful picture in every day. Have a nice day from Thailand. Thank you so much. And hold on. Sabadi, Kop Chai Lai Lai. Kop Chai Lai Lai. That's the one. Kop Chai Lai Lai. That means thank you very much. Sorry for my pronunciation being a little bit off, but it's very special. Appreciate you being here all the way from Thailand. Appreciate you joining this little humble little stream and having a good time with us. Pink Prospect, don't you put me in that category. You're going to get me in trouble. People are going to start saying wild things in Spanish and Afrikaans and all over the show. And I'm going to be like, no, Pink was lying, Pink was lying. And then Pink will be like, all right, good night. And I'll be stuck here speaking other languages. Bilingual, okay, I knew one word. I've got a very close person in my life, practically a sister. She is a sister, not legally, but for all intents and purposes, a sister. And her name's Noi, and she is from Laos, and so I spend a lot of time eating Thai food. I spend a lot of time with Thai people and Lao people. There's more of a Thai population in New Zealand that we hang out with. But I don't know that much of the dialect. I know how to say a few directions, like by Su, by Kua, like turn left, turn right, little things like that. Because you don't know who's going to be driving the car. What do you do without paint? How do you do it without paint? It'd be a lot tougher. There'd be a lot less to see. But I suppose if you wanted to act it out like a mime, you could with a brush and a canvas, but you sort of need the paint. I don't want to say anything's essential, but that's sort of required. Mia, welcome. Mia, how long does it take you to complete a painting? Long time. No, it doesn't take a long time. This one's been here for about 7 to 10 hours. We're not quite sure whereabouts. We will give it another 2, maybe 3. See where it takes us. 2, maybe 3, maybe 4, 5. Just gonna really see where it takes us, guys. Could be less, could be more. I might come back tonight and be like, you know what? That's done. We'll stop right there. Large scale murals. Welly girl here, and your work is incredible. Jess, I had the largest scale mural I've done is about 5 meters by 1.5 to 2-ish meters. So not gigantic, but yeah, it was underneath a bar. It was a landscape, and it was like really washy and smooth texture. No texture, sorry. Just really smooth. It was oil paint, blended beautifully with gradients. It was the sort of thing that you wouldn't even believe that I did, because you see this sort of style. But yeah, murals are fun. Lots of fun. And hello from Wellington. Hello to Wellington, by the way. Love Cafe La Fare. What is a popular New Zealand dinner meal? Roast. Roast, meat and 2 veg. Steak and chips. Yeah, New Zealanders are pretty plain, but in a good way. Thanks, Laurie. Appreciate you. There's a lot of colour. When do you feel it's finished? We've got more to do here. We've got more to do. This hand might need some structure brought into it. That down to there. Yeah, is that where we want it to be? Sort of. Sort of. It's slowly getting to where we want it to be. I think that part needs to chip up a little bit. We got some white here? We do. Let's chip this up right now, guys. Just here. There we go. That needs a chip there. And then we need a little chip up there. Cool. I don't think, actually that probably needs to be there. That was silly. But that's alright, it's there now. It's there now. Thanks, Paul. You absolute champion. Cheers. Right. Back to what we're doing. Now, important. Haven't done it for a while, but we're going to do it. Hydration. Victoria, it's been absolutely amazing. Thank you for joining in. I will catch you later. I think, in fact, guys, we're going to actually pause there. Are we? Are we? No, we're not. Who am I kidding? Let's get going. But we're going to get a new paint tray. This one here is spent. So this one here is at its stage now. If we continue on it, we're just going to stay in the same rut. Not that we were in a rut, but we're going to keep on chucking on paint in the same way. So let's expand ourselves out. We're not going to grab more reds. There's enough of those subtly chiseling away in there. There's probably grounds to add some more yellows in, some tans, probably just tans actually. So we're going to grab some tan, some white with some clear painting medium, and that's where we go. Tips for getting inspiration after taking a break from painting. Yeah, alright. When did you stop painting? Go back into Spotify. Go to Spotify songs from that year. Use that playlist. Go have fun. Don't get a proper canvas. Buy some cheap boards so the artwork's more loose, more free, and just enjoy the sensation of applying paint again. Hope that feedback helps. Right, so white, step number one. Can you grab some of this? Chuck this in here. There we go. We don't want too much white, guys. Just a little bit. Thrash around in a few areas. We're going to dilute it, thin it out a wee bit. It's going to be fine. And then we're going to use some toning grey yellowish. Not a very helpful title. In fact, if you said toning grey yellowish, I suppose this is the colour I think of actually. I'll stop being so mean. It's actually not bad. Oh. No, I'd say bright mud. But anyway. Maybe that is toning grey yellowish. Right. AM America. AM America, I appreciate you to no end. And thank you so much for subscribing. Guys, for the subscribers as well, I appreciate you all to no end. I love you to bits for supporting the stream. That's just incredible. Please let me know what I can do for you. Thanks, AM America. In terms of what you'd like to have as subscriber benefits, whether you'd like a Discord, whether you'd like to have private chat rooms, whether you'd like to have special emojis, or let me know what works best for you guys. I'm really open to ideas. I just want to make sure you guys really know that I value the fact that you're passionate about what's happening here. So, yeah, sorry for waffling, but love you guys. Sorry, last comment, Jess. Also a fellow painter, and the fact that you're wearing a white shirt is ballsy. But you know what? I like it because Mizell, I recognise that game. Welcome back, Mizell. Long time no see. Good to have you back here. Hello, February. You're the best. Right. I do like it how we're having a conversation and Pink just leaps in every now and again. Just let us know that he's that they're laughing. I like that. But yeah, good to see you here again, Mizell. Franco, scroll to your right and the comments disappear. Do they? Oh yeah, so I've got them big on my screen at the moment so I can read them. But yes, that's how you can deal with that. Indeed. Now, is that a comment from Mizell? It's been a minute, Seb, how are you? I'm fantastic, Mizell, I missed you. This has been a great stream actually for some of the original characters coming back to join in. Mizell being one of them. So we're very lucky to have her in here. She was here well back at the start when we were painting horse paintings, when we were in the Corona studio in Tauranga. So yeah, I'm smiling. Right, Argentina, love your beef. Real beef, like beef from a cow. You do good beef. Right, where are we at? Tan colours. Right, paint palette. A wee bit more boring. You see we've got our white here, our two very tan colours, and all this slosh you see around here. I'm going to mix that blue and the paintbrush into it, but this is all a transparent medium. So it's going to thin it out. Mizell, you know I'm great. You can tell. I'm giving off, I'm happy and I want to share it with you vibes. I like that. Hand wave, thanks Hector. Welcome back Hector, actually you were here yesterday as well. Neutral warm colours, yes indeed, pink, yes indeed. So we're going to play with the hair a little bit, but not too much. There's some thick paint in the hair, so we can't play around too much in there. And when you discovered your art style. When did I discover my art style? Now we're doing the big questions. What's your history? How did you get here? If I look back at all the works I've ever done, I see my art style whispering or just trying to pull out of it. It's as if it was always there, just waiting to be noticed. Did anyone notice it? Probably not. It was quite subtle, but in hindsight, everything's 2020. So the art style's there. I love the style. I love primalism. I love using these rudimentary tools. I love how surreal it is in today's day and age to sit here with this tool, a paintbrush with bristles on it, and get colourful liquid out of tubes that I can just buy from a local store and then apply it to a 2D surface. This is a very, very strange process. We do it all the time, so we normalise it, but it's weird. And it's a craft, but it's chaos. These brush strokes are everywhere, these colours are everywhere, there's a picture anchoring what we're doing, but it's really chaos. And so I love how, and I've always loved crafting that chaos, the craft of chaos. That's it's been great, Seb. You're going to hit the day, Paul. Good for you. Enjoy yourself, mate. Have a great workout. You champion. Get into it. Happy for you, mate. And thanks for understanding about the little incident yesterday, Paul. You're an absolute champion. I'm rooting for you, mate. Smash your workout. You know I am. Bye, Paul. Karasa. Chris is just hanging out there in the background. Right, here we go. I'm going to add a little bit more of this through here. We're probably, when we come back tonight, going to work with a smaller brush, guys, rather than this big honky-dory brush. Well, I don't know yet. It's all wild. Wild. Here we go. Beautiful. I'm going to come up here, splash some of this around here. Add it into the sky. Mix into here. 50k likes. Oh, thanks, guys. Larissa, you're an absolute champion. Appreciate you guys. You're actually all phenomenal. I really appreciate it. Now, I'm surprised that I haven't heard from Shelby yet, though, because she should be finishing work, but I reckon she's working late, so I'm sure if she hasn't heard from me, she'll jump on here and start commenting. So if anyone sees Shelby comments, please let me know. Bumbles bounce. Oh, thanks, guys. Appreciate that. Bumbles bounce. It's amazing. I really appreciate all of you. And this painting's coming together in the most fantastic of ways. I wanted wild energy. I wanted splashing around a colour. I wanted things to be everywhere. And when you stand back for things to come into a little bit of definition, 6:40 feet. She works till 7. She's a hard worker, so she'll leap on and be like, "Yo, Seb, you've got 3 messages on your phone," and I'll be like, "I'm sorry." Is there even a point, any paint on that plate? Yes, come on, give me a break, No, wait, of course there's paint on the plate. But they're the subtler colours, guys. We're going to let these bolder colours that we've added dry, and we'll come back later and really smash on the rest of that paint and go from there. Probably some extra bold colours. I love this area down here. This area, we're good with that. There's a little bit more play to happen down here. It's all good. It's got a fun space. It's not there yet. We'll get there though, guys. Probably this top corner here is the most neglected out of all the corners. Where Shelby is, this horsehair. This needs some work. Oh no! Someone got muted. Sorry. You must have said something bad. And if not, I'm sorry. But remember guys, university students, children, high school kids, we're making an environment for everyone. So have some fun, but try and keep it just a little bit PG, because we want to make sure everyone feels welcome here. We're big on that. We're big on that. Do you really custom mix hues or buy them? Ooh, Kalissa, great question. Honestly, a real mixture. Sometimes I buy most of the colours. I've got no problem buying the colour and using it straight from the tube. I think that's really cool. The reason why that's cool, especially with acrylics, is actually when I come back the next day or the day after and it's all dry, I can easily colour match by just grabbing the same tube. Yes. If I don't have the colour I'm after, I've got something really specific in mind, then what I'll do is I'll just mix it, obviously. Are we getting merch? Yes, you are, Hector. Yes, you are. And I'm excited. So I've had a lady from a company called Bonfire blowing up my email box. She's getting a little bit annoyed at how slow I am. But you guys get annoyed with that too when I disappear for like a long weekend and don't stream at all. Sorry. Genuine, sorry. So what we're going to do is there's going to be some merch coming with some fun little writing on it, things that we talk about in the stream here, with a bit of the artwork and things like that too, just on some fun clothes and shirts and things. So I'm really looking forward to that. Please, 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 if you've got any funky ideas, I'm all ears. Please reach out to me on Instagram or via email or on TikTok, however you reach out, and tell me what you'd like to see or what you'd like to have, and we can add it to the merch set. So that would be really fun. Probably like, I don't want to make any promises. I'm really focusing on these 4 commissions for February. I really want to get these out. There's 2 commissions lined up for March. I'll probably save off with one of them. I'll probably save an extra slot just to make sure we've got time to get that online shop going for you guys so we can get some fun stuff. Because I want a t-shirt. I reckon that sounds fun. But in the meantime, if you'd like to connect more, there's the link in the bio. The link's a little link tree. Someone made it for me. I love it. You basically click it and it sends you out everywhere. So you can go to the replays of these, which are like these, just less fun because you can't comment back because it's obviously not live. And then there's the moment where Sid loses his trail of thought. No, there's the YouTube, Instagram, a thing to fill out for commissions. Oh, and that's right, the About Me page. So the About Me page is just a little bit of everything. If you're an artist, you might find it helpful, so try to be as honest as possible. And if you're not an artist, you might find it helpful because you can use it to get a glimpse into what it's like to be a person who pursues a creative venture and how it feels. So I try to be as, like I say, honest and raw and open about it. I'm big on that, guys, because if I do that, hopefully I give you permission to do the same in your life. Oh my God, you should make a calendar, Carissa. I would love to make a calendar. I need to get some good quality pictures to make a calendar out of, but it will be fun. Now, speaking of, guys, prints, some people have reached out. I haven't got prints available yet. I'm so sorry. I'm the shocker. And you know what? I'm probably going to be a wee while off. So if you want one, please just reach out. In the absence of actually having prints, I can just send you the JPEG and you can get it sorted yourself with a framer and things like that. And yeah, that'll be my way of saying sorry for not having them available yet. But we'll get there, I swear. T-shirts first, then prints, please. T-shirts first. I can't drink a soda without staining my shirt. Well, it's actually a trick, guys, because if you look closely at the shirt, you can see it? There's little dots. One there, one there, one there, one there, one there. We've got little dots on the shirt from where the paint has stained it. So I didn't do a perfect job. It's a trick. Give us the dad laugh. The dad laugh, that's hilarious. It is a dad laugh though. Absolutely. Beautiful girls. Toddy, thanks for the hearts, mate. You're an absolute champion. I haven't seen Toddy on the stream before, but it's good to see your name here. It is good to see your name here. I enjoy the positive vibes on your streams, the calming, relaxing, educational. Mizell, you know for a fact that you are always welcome here. Toddy, I'm going to recognise it, mate, from now on. You're an absolute champion and I love you. Thank you so much for the swan. And supporting the stream. Supporting me being here, sharing some painting here with you guys. You support art, I support you, Toddy. And I hope that my weird Kiwi ramblings for the remainder of the stream allow you to get something out of it. That'd be really wholesome for me. I support art. Yeah, that's the one. This is, Jesus Christ, almost read that out loud. Now, let's jump on this here. We're adding more of these tans in here, and here, and here, and here. And we're coming towards a point where we're getting it just where we want it. Very wholesome, very fresh. There we go. Beautiful girls all over the world. I could be chasing, I would be wasting. They got nothing on you, baby. Nothing on you, baby. I'm not sure I wouldn't do it. Back on that song again. Alright. This is the best live I've ever found. Elaine, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Yeah, I think it's incredible that we get to all join here. I used to be on Reddit streaming live, but they closed down. If anyone remembers, we had someone here actually the other day who was like, yo, I remember you from Reddit. So now we're here. Unfortunately, the one thing we lost when we swapped from Reddit, one thing I lost when we swapped from Reddit to TikTok, is we lost the music. Reddit didn't really mind if you played anything. It was like, whatever you want, you're allowed to fly. But in this case here, now, no music. Of course, as you've sort of figured out by now, I'm a non-stop talker, so we fill the space. We fill the space. You know, the funny thing about that is you never ever want to pass me a ball. I won't catch it, I'll drop it, I'll fumble it. I was the kid in primary school and high school that got picked last for every team. I was always sitting there watching everyone else go past, and I'd be sitting there with my arms folded going, well, the cool thing is at least some team has to choose me. And it was just me and always one other kid. Oh dear. I never improved. Never improved. But I don't like ball sports. I'm just not good at them. Butterfingers. There we go. Just adding this painting here. Beautiful. I'm going to add a bit more into the sky as well. Just splice it in there with a bit of tan. There we go. Now, I said before, but a lot of transparent medium all through the paint, guys. Really make it see-through. We've got so much fun in the coats that we actually want to make sure we don't lose that. We want to keep it. Want to keep it. Now, up here, a bit more in the sky, streak across there, a little bit more in there. Transparent gel. Do you sell your portraits, Barbara? Barbara, I do. So a lot of these are commissions. So they've already got sale, they've already sold. There's nothing apart from commissions currently being done on TikTok and Instagram. So none of the work's available. That's such a good way to think about it. I would have felt offended. I missed that, Pink, but I'm glad that you like it, whatever we were talking about. But if you are wanting your own commission, you can get one by mid-March. At the moment, February, filled to the brim. We can do commissions by March. If you want something straight away, I've got a few passion projects in the studio that I keep. I haven't listed them online because I love them. They make a little vibe for me. But if you want to see them, then I can share them with you via Instagram or email. Just ask to see them. I'll show you. And we can go from there. But yeah, apart from that, there's nothing on. I'm hoping mid this year, I'll get some time to actually start building my own body of work. We might push commissions out a little bit so we can start putting together something to share with everyone, which will be pretty fun. There we go. I might say hi, you might say hey, you shouldn't worry about what they say, and I've got nothing on you, baby. Nothing on you, baby. Here we go. Now we're talking. John, what happened to the mods? I think the mods have all taken some time to relax. Cheryl's got kids, she can't be here forever. No one can be here forever. But I've only got another 10 minutes of me at this rate, guys. So we keep adding a bit more paint, but we're reaching conclusion. One paint stroke at a time, guys. Here we go. A lot of transparent gel through that. We're going to add it in here. There we go. Beautiful. A little bit more through here. We'll come down here. Hop, hop, hop. Hop. A little bit more tip there. Nice. Here. Now we're talking. Cool. 606, this one's not for sale. It's already got an owner. But if you would like your own commission, you can reach out. And we can make a plan together. How fun's that? Such an icon. Thanks, Pink. Thank you, Pink. You know what, Pink? You can hang out here whenever. You're the best. I always like it though. Like, Pink's quite subtle too. Like, only once there's something to say will you see comments start coming up. And Pink, your reels are fire, by the way. I've been really enjoying them showing up on my feed. Here we go. No need to thank me. You made them fire. That's all we do. They are great. They are great. It's, yeah, feedback's rare, but yeah, it's good. It's good. Colourful. I love the colour. Here we go. A little bit of red. I said I wouldn't go back to red, but here I am. I've got more red. We're doing more red, guys. Now, while you're here, guys, and while I'm adding this red, if you want to connect more, you'll find all the links you're looking for in the bio. So go to my bio, there's a link tree there. The link tree will take you everywhere you want to go, and you'll get what you need. So, there's YouTube reruns, there is, what else is there? There is, I'm trying to remember now, YouTube reruns, commission pages, about me pages, Instagram, all the things. All the things. Good night, Betty. Thanks for joining. I'll see you later, maybe, hopefully. I might say hi, they might say hey. You shouldn't worry about what they say. Here we go. Yeah, messy, flowing water. Going in all directions, guys. I'm gonna crouch down here. Give me just a second. Let me just put this in here. A little bit more around here. There we go. There. 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 A little bit more through there. Here we go. Beautiful. Do we have any more to capture? Just a little bit there. And then down here. Probably a little bit there. Grab that there. Probably. There we go. Okay. Just slinging around a few little extra bits. I think there's just a few little waves in here that also we can capture a bit of extra red on. Just a little bit. There we go. A little bit down here. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Oh, here you are. Do we plan for dinner or shall I make something and leave you some? Shelby, it would be fantastic if you could leave me some. But could you, are you at home already? And if you're not at home yet, if you're on your way home, should I keep painting until you're there? Or should I, what's the best plan of attack? Dan, thank you. Love you right back, mate. You absolute champion. So Shelby, you tell me. If you've got traffic, I will pick some things up. If you don't have traffic, then you could pick some things up. And I could just come home and eat and come back here. You're still at work, you wildcat. I'll tell you what, I feel bad if you're still working. We'll leave it up to the audience to decide. Who reckons Steve should go home and make dinner? Who reckons Shelby should go home and make dinner? Hey, Paul. Bear in mind that I made dinner last night. Thanks, Tiger. Appreciate that. Okay. This in there. Slap this. Hello, everybody. I think you should have me. All right. You know what, Shelby? I'm going to pause there and I'm going to head home and do it. So, can we get some suggestions here? What's Sid making for dinner? Answer quick though, guys. I reckon I'm going to make something. We had curry last time. Salad. Is that fun? Probably not fun enough. Seafood salad. Could. Stir fry. I'm going to make stir fry. That's what we're doing here. Unless there's another suggestion there. Shelby's favourite dish, stir fry with oolong noodles. That's what we're doing here. Shelby, look forward to it. Everyone else, I will be back later tonight. I'm going to go eat, I'm going to go recharge, I'm going to come back, and we're going to smash a late night set, and it's going to be fantastic. If, in the interim, you want to catch some more art stuff or see more of me, it's all in the bio via a link tree. It'll send you anywhere you want to go. And yeah, when we come back tonight, we'll be aiming to finish this piece. We'll put a little bit more attention to the sky. I like where it's at. We'll add some more textures in there. These areas here are looking fantastic. There's a few more little touch points we'll grab, a few more bits of white. The face is looking really fun. I'm in love with that. The whole board here. A little bit more attention here to the board and a little bit more attention to this hand. In fact, the whole thing's looking pretty good, guys. We'll just do little touches here and there. I got that salmon. Might not be enough. Okay, we'll have salmon as an entree. I'll make a stir fry. Eating noodles, baby. You're gonna love it. This is my bad. No, Shelby, you're more than welcome to be in here. I was yarning saying that you wouldn't be able to find me on my phone, so you'd find me here. Very good. Anyway, this is all sorted. If you're around, it'll be around 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock New Zealand time. So if you're around, I'll see you then. Otherwise, tomorrow we'll have one last little session where we put a glaze on top of this to protect the paint. Since this is acrylic, it does nice with a bit of a glaze. I use heavy gloss gel, which, yeah, adds a bite, adds some texture to it. Cool. And then, we might even tomorrow start the 2 new paintings. Can't wait to find out. But anyway, if you've been here since the start, thank you so much for joining. It's been an absolute pleasure, and wherever you are in the world, have a great day or a good night. Sam, I love raw coffee beans. The girl in the painting, horse rider, his name is Shelby, and this character here, her name's Lani. So, you'll be back a bit later. All right, Cheryl, look after yourself. I look forward to it. All right, guys, catch ya. Bye.